हमारे लेटेस्ट अपडेट्स पाने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल ना भूलें ताकि हमारे सभी नोटिफिकेशंस आपको सबसे पहले मिलें। Digimentor Education is India's best platform to prepare for GATE, NTA, UGC, NET and PGT Computer Science। ज्यादा जानकारी के लिए हमारी वेबसाइट www.digimentor.com पर विजिट करें।
Let us look at the principle of duality. So what does this principle of duality says? It says in any expression, in any of the Boolean expressions, I can keep all the variables as it is. Wherever we have a 0, I can convert this 0 to 1. Wherever we have a 1, I can convert this 1 to 0. Wherever we have this OR operation, I can convert the OR operation to AND operation, and I can convert AND operation to OR operations. Then the resultant equation will also be valid. Let me explain what I'm trying to say. So if we have any equation, I can say, let us suppose the equation is A plus BC. This is their equation, right? And I'm representing this equation by a function f. So I can find out a dual form of this equation. So I can find out a dual form. Let us suppose I'm representing the dual form by fd. So what is the dual form? In your dual form, wherever you have a plus operator, I'm going to convert this plus operator to dot, and wherever you have a dot operator, I'm going to convert this dot operator to plus. So if this equation satisfies something, then this equation will also satisfy that. Let me write the dual form here. So what is the dual form of this expression? So here dual form is A dot B plus C. This is the dual form expression. तो ये आपकी dual form है. Okay. In the same way, let us assume that we have De Morgan's law. We have De Morgan's law. So what does this De Morgan's law say? It says if we have A plus B, or let me say, because it is a variable, so let me write it as capital A. So if you have capital A plus capital B whole complementation, then it is equal to A complement dot B complement. This is what De Morgan's law say. So I can find the dual expression for this. So what will be the dual expression here? Dual expression क्या होगी? So in the dual expression, I'm going to convert this plus to dot. I'm going to convert this dot to plus. So that means here, if I have A dot B whole complementation, then in this case we have A complement plus B complement. So if this equation is valid, अगर ये वाली equation valid है, therefore the dual form, the dual of this equation will also be valid. इस equation की जो dual form है, वो भी valid रहेगी. Okay. The same you can see here. So I've taken a list of the dual form of every lot of equations, right? So here you can see this is your first equation. Here we have 0 complement is equal to 1. So this equation satisfies, right? So we already know if you take a complement of 0, you will get a 1. So what is the dual form of this equation? You have to convert this 0 to 1, and you have to convert this 1 to 0. Then this is your dual form. So this dual form is also valid. So take any random equation whatsoever. इसमें से कोई भी random equation लो. Let us assume I'm taking this equation. So in this equation, I have to convert this dot to plus. I have to convert this 1 to 0. Then the dual form is also valid. So this dot to plus and 1 to 0. So this equation is also valid. So as you can see here, the dual form of each of these expressions, duality also holds. Now let us look at some little more complicated expressions here. If you check out, maybe you can take, so you can start with this expression. So in this expression we have dot operator. So here A dot B is equal to B dot A. So that is your commutative law. So in your commutative law, if you change this dot to plus, then the resultant equation will also be valid. So here A dot B is equal to B dot A. So if you change it, it will be A plus B is equal to B plus A. So A plus B is equal to B plus A will also be valid. Next, check out this equation. So here A dot B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. So here this dot will be changed to plus, and this plus will be changed to dot. So this equation will be A plus B dot C, and here this dot will be changed to plus, this plus will be changed to dot, so it will be equal to A plus B dot A plus C. Take another equation here randomly. Let me take the equation number 15th. So here A plus B dot A complement plus C dot b plus c, and here a plus b dot a complement plus c. So change all of these plus to dots, इन सभी plus को dot में change करो and change all of these dots to plus. Then the equation we will get is ab plus a complement c plus bc, it is equivalent to ab plus a complement c. So this is how you can find out the dual form of this expression. Let me take some more examples, some more complicated examples. See, you can take these examples and you can even prove this right hand side. आप इस side को भी prove कर सकते हैं. Let us take this example here. तो इस example को अगर आप check करेंगे, so this is a very complicated equations. Why? Because here there are a lot of variables are involved. Plus the expression is also very complicated, very complex. So I have to convert this dot to plus, this dot to plus, this dot to plus, and this plus to dot. This plus to dot, this dot to plus, this plus to dot, this dot to plus. And then this 0 will be changed to 1. ये जो 0 है ये आपका 1 में change हो जाएगा. Then the resultant equation you will get is, this is your resultant equation, and here I've changed that 0 to 1. So in this manner, any of these expressions, ये सभी जो expressions है which are represented in a which are present here, if these expressions are valid, therefore the dual form are also valid. In these dual forms, this is actually equivalent to this. Dual forms actually hold. So in this manner you can find the dual forms of each of these equations. Okay. The next one is your consensus theorem. So what does this consensus theorem says? It says if you have AB plus A complement C plus BC, it is equivalent to AB plus A complement C. How can I prove it? कैसे इसको prove किया जा सकता है? Proving it is very easy. So here we have AB, right? So I have AB plus A complement C plus here BC. So with this BC, I'm going to add A complement again. See, first of all, you have to see what are the things you want, right? So I want to have A complement C. मुझे यहाँ पर A complement C चाहिए. I want to have this A complement C. So what I can do here is I can add A plus A complementation here. मैं यहाँ पर A plus A complementation को add कर सकता हूँ. Then what I will get? I will get AB plus A complement C plus ABC plus A complement BC. ठीक है. So in this entire expression, right, this is ABC, right? I think I missed it. So this is ABC. So in this entire expression, from here you can take AB as common. इन दोनों से आप AB को common ले सकते हैं. From here you can take A complement C as common. Then your equation will be, if I take AB as common, this is 1 plus C, and if I take A complement C as common, this is 1 plus B. So in this case, again, this equation will be equal to 1. This equation will also be equal to 1. So this entire equation is AB plus A complement C, which is equivalent to your right hand side, जो कि आपके right hand side के equivalent है. So I can really prove this consensus theorem. So this consensus theorem is very useful in solving lot of problems. इस काफ़ी क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करने के लिए जो consensus theorem है काफ़ी काम आती है. And you can see this entire derivation process, पूरी derivation process को आप properly देख सकते हैं. I've also included this entire derivation process here. Okay. And then again, this is extended version of consensus theorem. आप consensus theorem को extend भी कर सकते हैं. It can be extended for 4 variables, right? It can be extended for 5 variables and so on. So right now here you can see this extended version of consensus theorem with 4 variables. But really we do not need this in the examination, because obviously you are not going to remember such a complex theorem, but rather you can just solve and prove this in the exam. So whenever that is required, you can easily prove it. So that is why you don't have to really remember them. Okay. So this is your second theorem here. So this theorem is basically the duality of consensus theorem. If you remember, what was your consensus theorem? So your consensus theorem was AB plus A complement C plus BC, then it is equivalent to AB plus A complement C. This was your consensus theorem. So this theorem here, it is just a dual form of consensus theorem. ये बस उसकी dual form है. So obviously if the consensus theorem is valid, therefore this will also be valid, and you can also prove it. आप इसको prove कर सकते हैं easily. Okay. So this is the entire derivation process. You can view it. You can pause the video and you can view the entire derivation process. I hope this is very easy. काफी आसान है. आप इसको वीडियो को pause करके इसको देख सकते हैं. The next theorem is your transposition theorem. ये आपकी transposition theorem है. So in your transposition theorem, you have AB plus A complement C. It can be written as A plus C dot A complement plus B. हम इसको a प्लस सी डॉट ए कॉम्प्लीमेंट प्लस बी भी लिख सकते हैं. सो ऑब्वियसली प्रूविंग इट इज वेरी वेरी इजी. सो जस्ट लाइक आई प्रूव्ड द कंसेंसस थ्योरम, द सेम वे आई कैन ऑल्सो prove this entire expression. So I can take the right hand side simply, just take the right hand side as it is, and in this right hand side I can just open the brackets. So I will get these expressions. I will get a complement, c a complement, ab and cb. So this will become 0. So I will get a complement c plus ab plus bc. And from here what you can do is, with this bc you can add a plus a complementation, and then once you open the brackets again you can take something as common. So पूरी expression में से from these two I can take AB as common, and from these two I can take A complement C as common, and then you will get AB plus A complementation C. It is very easy. Proving the transposition theorem is also very very easy again. So now let us see this problem here. So we are just trying to identify what is the number of functions possible with two variables. So as I said here, you can say we have two variables. We have a variable x and we have a variable y. So with these two variables, they can take approximately 2 raised to power 2 values. We have already seen it. कितनी वैल्यू ले सकते हैं हमारे पास ये? It can take 2 raised to power 2 values, which is equal to 4. It can have 4 such values. Now how many number of functions are possible with two variables? यहाँ पर कितने functions possible है? So what is a function? What is this function? So this function represents an equation which is a Boolean expression, right? So जैसे for example here, this function number 0 is representing 0. This function number 1 is representing a dot b, right? So a dot b. So जो भी आपकी Boolean expression है, you can represent a Boolean expression with the help of a function. So this function number 1 is representing your AND operation. This function number 2 here, function number 2 is representing your operation which is a dot b complementation. This function number 3 is representing your x, or you can say clearly a. So if I just name it as a, if I just name it as b, अगर मैं x को a बोलूँगा और y को b बोलूँगा, then you can see this function number 3 is representing your a. Now this function number 4 here, this function number 4 is representing your a complement b. So in this manner, if you check it out how many such functions are possible, so with the help of two variables there are total of 16 functions are possible. कितने functions possible है हमारे पास? 16 functions possible है. But what about only one variable? If you have only one variable, let us suppose you have a variable a, right? So with this variable a can take two values. It can take a value 0, it can take a value 1. So on this variable a, how many functions are possible? We can have a function 0 which is equal to 0 0, then we can have a function 1 which is equal to 0 1, then we can have a function 2 which is equal to 1 0, then we can have a function 3 which is equal to 1 1. So with only one variable there are 4 unique functions are possible. यहाँ पर 4 functions possible है. So this function number 0 is representing 0, this function number 1 is representing a, this function number 2 is representing a complementation, and this function number 3 is representing only 1, right? So in this way, so there are 4 such functions are possible. Now my question here is, if we have n variables, then how many functions are possible? Let me explain you. So here this is representing the number of variables, and here it is representing the number of functions, okay? So if the number of variables that we have, if number of variable is only 1, then number of functions possible are 4. If the number of variables are 2, number of functions possible are 16. So as you can see, there are total of 16 functions. If the number of variables are 3, then there are total of 64 functions which are possible. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पर लेट मी अगेन चेक. सो आई थिंक इट इज़ नॉट 64, ये 64 नहीं होना चाहिए. दिस इज 256 functions are possible. 256 functions are possible. The same way, if the number of variables are n, then how many such functions are possible? So value is very easy. It is 2 raised to power 2 raised to power n. कितने functions possible है यहाँ पर? 2 raised to power 2 raised to power n. Okay, let me again write it here. Number of functions possible is 2 raised to power 2 raised to power n. इतने functions आपके पास possible हैं. How I calculated this value? So calculating this value is very easy. So you can see if the number of variables are n, अगर आपके पास total n variables हैं, then with those n variables how many combinations are possible? 2 raised to power n combinations are possible. अब ये जो 2 raised to power n combination है, so it can assume various different values, correct? जैसे for this combination we have two values, either it can take a value 0 or it can take a value 1. For this combination we have two values, either it can take a value 0 or it can take a value 1. For this combination we have two values, it can take a value 0, it can take a value 1. For this combination again we have two values, it can take a value 0 or it can take a value 1, right? तो हर एक के केस में हमारे पास दो दो अलग अलग combinations possible है. So if you multiply all of them, so this will be equal to 2 raised to power 4, or roughly you can say it is 2 raised to power 2 raised to power 2, right? So because there are two variables here, so in this manner you can calculate how many such functions are possible for the given number of variables. Just say for example if we have the number of variables as 3, so with these three variables 2 raised to power 2 raised to power 3 functions are possible, which is 2 raised to power 8, and 2 raised to power 8 is 256. तो आपके पास 256 जो है उतने functions यहाँ पर possible होंगे. Okay, so as you can see I've named all of these functions one by one. So this is representing the function number 0. So function number 0 is called as a null function because this is representing 0. Then function number 1 is representing your AND operation. Function number 2, which is x y complement, this is representing your inhibition operation, so that means x but not y. Then you have function number 3. Function number 3 is representing your transfer operation, so whatever x you are going to have, just transfer it to the output. Then function number 4 is again representing your inhibition operation, which is x complement y. Function number 5 is representing your transfer operation. Function number 6 is representing your exclusive OR, that is x y complement plus x complement y. Function number 7 is representing your OR operation, which is x plus y. In the same way you can see function number 8 is represented as a NOR gate. Function number 9 is representing an equivalence, or you can say an exclusive NOR. So this is x y plus x complement y complement. So this exclusive NOR is also called as equivalence. Then function number 10 is representing your complementation operation, which is y complement. Function number 11 is implication, right? So that is x plus y complement. Function number 12 is again x complementation, which is again a complementation operation. Function number 13 is implication, which is x complement plus y. Function number 14 is your NAND operation, and function number 15 is your identity operation, which is F15. So in this manner you can see with the help of two variables there are 16 functions are possible, and we can name all of these unique functions. So these names are not that much important. Some of these names obviously you already know, but you do not have to remember all of these values. The only thing that is important here is to calculate what is the number of functions are possible, because in previous GATE question they have asked this question. In previous year GATE examination they have asked this question many times, that given n variables how many functions are possible with n variables. Okay, again don't worry, we are going to see a lot of example based on this. काफ़ी example हमारे पास आने वाले हैं. Okay, so this is the table that you can see. If we have only one variable, with one variables there are two combinations are possible. So number of functions are 2 raised to power 1. Okay, so which is equal to 4 functions. With two variables there are 4 combinations are possible, and number of functions are 2 raised to power 2. With 3 variables number of combinations are 2 raised to power 3, and number of functions are 2 raised to power 3. With 4 variables number of combinations are 2 raised to power 4, and number of functions are 2 raised to power 4. With n variables number of combinations are 2 raised to power n, and number of possible functions are 2 raised to power n. So these are the values that you should remember. ये values आपको पता होनी चाहिए, because they have asked a lot of previous year questions based on just these values. इन्हीं values के ऊपर उन्हें काफ़ी previous year questions के बारे में पूछा है. Okay, I hope this much is clear. So in the next video let us look at the canonical forms. What is canonical sum of product and what is canonical product of sum.